I'm in the middle of making a couple of runs. Now, what's up, Mr. Gaming? What's up, Mr. Escobar, Montana? I hadn't even started yet because they hadn't even sent out any new... Hello, new subscriber, Ms. Roslyn. I see you. They haven't sent out the notifications for this live stream because I was in a bad area. So join in live. Join in live. Period. That's all I tell everybody. Come in live while we doing this. Oh, thank you. I'm just waiting for the people to get in before we get started. I'm just trying to make sure people can get their notifications, you know. That's the main thing here. No notifications didn't go out. Oh, thank you. I'm glad you liked it. But people could always go back and watch this video later while we put it up. But let's take you back in the day when everybody had just got the Nextel chirp phones. I don't know if anybody remember the Nextel chirps. Chirp! You chirp, say what you want. Ooh, that was a bad idea. See, everybody thought that'd be cool to have because they saw it in a movie or somebody had to chirp. Chicken. So everybody started doing the chirp phone thing. It was taking off. Like, yo, we gotta get that chirp phone. We gotta get that chirp phone. So people like, man, don't call me, just chirp me. Don't even hit me up, just chirp. So it'd be a chirp come in. Yo, hit me up on the phone. Beep. So anyway, you know how they had barbecue picnics every holiday, or like Memorial Day or one of those like town picnics. We out by the lakefront on like 47th Street, right there by off Lakeshore Drive. So we got like a barbecue. It looked like Menace to Society. My man got a whole row of ribs. You know, everybody playing cards, dominoes, bones, is like they like to call it. Everything going good. Nobody having no problems. And the girls that we knew from Chicago State was coming through. And the girl that worked at the fitness center, she was coming over. And everybody was having a great time until one girl showed up with her cousin. And her cousin is somebody I knew based on my other cousin that I really don't see too much no more. But I knew him since then. I'm like, we call him Fobo. His name Bo. They call him Bo, but everybody else who know him call him Fobo because he's a four-corner hustler. And we know so many Bos and Bobos, so they just call him Fobo. So they be like, oh, Fobo, you know. For people who don't know, full CH mean four-corner hustler. That's the name of a gang. So he was a member of the four-corner hustlers, and they call him, his name was Bobo. They call him Bo for short, and that's why they call him Fobo, okay? You'll find a lot of that in Chicago when they be like faux Larry, faux Greg, faux something. That just means that's the one I'm talking about. So that if you're having a conversation with somebody, it will work out that way. So anyway, Fobo shows up. And when Fobo comes over there, a lot of dudes have friction with him because he's a four corner hustler. And this is back in the days where that mattered. You know, and we on 47th Street, and the foes wasn't really, at that time, they weren't as large as this. They was mostly on the west side. So at this time, they having a little friction with some of the other younger dudes that's at the picnic, you know, that's banging, because most of them was BDs, and they was like straight up looking at them like stonewalling them, you know, and then people start drinking, you know, some situations. So Fobo told, what was her name? Gosh, I can't even remember the girl's name. The girl that worked at the fitness center. God, I can't think of her name. She was so cute. She came over there. But Fobo, I guess they was dating or something. He grabbed her and told her, like, look, take me to the crib. So she was like, all right, I'm going to run you to the crib and all that. So they was like, man, oh, man, that's the girl from the fitness center. She kicking it with Fobo. And the younger ones, then they was like, man, I could have pulled Shorty too, man. You know what I'm saying? And the dude come over here, he messed up the whole vibe. You know what I'm saying? He coming over here with all that flashing, all that faux CH. Yo, I know where he be, and we gonna get him. Because, dude, they always throw these picnics. They waited a whole another year till the picnic started before. They come up there with a whole armada of four-corner hustlers. Everybody, deep. People who ain't had nothing to do with the picnic the year before. This year, it was a whole different vibe. So, Fobo is back. You know, him and the fitness girl, they been living together and whatever. So, when he show up to like an ambush. They was like waiting for him to get there. Cause you know how you can tell something's wrong and something's off? When somebody is about to attack somebody. Cause you know when you see them and you go, hey, how y'all doing, man? Y'all trying to get a plate or something to eat? They ain't even looking at you. They looking past you like, yeah, no, I'm good. Yeah, I'm gonna get a beer or something a little later. Yeah. No, I'm straight. Alright, no, I'm good. And the other dudes, they weren't even talking. My man, like, he had cigarettes put out on his face. He looked really bad. And he looked like all he was ready for was some action. It was about 20 of them, and they were standing all together by a tree, watching the cars coming in. And as soon as Fobo car pulled up, they didn't even wait till he got out of the car, which would have worked better for them if they'd have waited till he got out of the car. As soon as the door opened, she didn't even get out the car good. They just started throwing beer bottles, like 40 bottles at the car. And they rushing the car. So he got back in there and she got back in the car. And he started it up. And they drove off. And he, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, phone CAs. No, BD this, BD that. I'm like, oh, wow. So it was going crazy. It turned into a gang picnic. So everybody was like, man, we ain't gonna have this get together next year, man. You know what I'm saying? So they told the little nephews who brought all the BDs and everybody to the picnic that wilded out on him because he was a foe. So while they up there kicking it, he talking to them like, next year, we ain't gonna do this next year. Fobo came back with a whole carload full of four-corner hustlers. I don't know where he got them at. They pulled out the car before he even stopped driving. They was out the car running up on the BD, so they caught them off they square. They was having a victory party, like, yeah, we just ran them off. Next thing you know, they eating food, chilling. Here come the foes. And it's going down. They got chains, knives, bats. It's going down right there on 47th in the park. So the cops got called. Everybody breaking out by the lakefront. Everybody break it out. Fobo is out there, and Fobo's a big, swole, football, meaty head dude. And his cousin is Brick. And Brick is a BD. So he told Brick, he was like, Brick, man. Brick's like, man, I don't got nothing to do with what them young dudes did. Ain't no meetings and all that. So him and Brick talking on the chirp. He, deep, hit me up, beep. Deep, deep, deep. They having a conversation back and forth. So, hold on 1 second. So him and Brick having a conversation back and forth. And they talking about all that happened. And, you know, everybody go back to their hood. And then the story expands. So everybody's getting different versions of what happened. And how they ain't finna have a picnic. Now, all the fine girls that was there, who was screaming and talking about this is messed up, they was like, we ain't finna have no more parties out there in the park. So they start having the parties at the house. So they was like, okay, we gonna do it kicking it at the house, and we ain't inviting them no more. So Fobo was like, bet, I'ma come out. So Brick was he was hitting his cousin up, Brick, who's a BD, and he was like, look, I'ma talk to dudes and tell them, yo, man, my cousin wasn't on nothing, he ain't doing nothing with y'all. You know what I'm saying? He don't want no funk. So let's just kill that, and let's go on back to doing what we do. So let it be known, everybody agreed that was the best move, to let it just die out, and then everybody can move forward. Then, truth behold, dude couldn't stop running his mouth. The little BD who started it off, the nephew, and he was like, look, man, I want a one-on-one with your cousin. Me and your cousin got to shoot the fair one-on-one, me and him. That's what it is. I ain't going to be satisfied until we do. So he was like, bet, I'll go tell my cousin that's what we gonna do. So he chirped him, and he was like, yo, cuz, I'm over here with them. I sat down with them, you know what I'm saying? And they want to shoot the fair one, and they want to do this and that. So he chirped it back like, Chip, I'll whoop that trick, blah, 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 blah. Straight up. That's what I want. So Brick was like, bet, just set it up. Now, Fobo is big, just like Brick. You know, they cousins. They both some solid, like, football player type dudes. This dude is real skinny, tall. He ain't really got no muscle on him. You know, he's really, I mean, he's like a Kevin Durant looking type dude. So, you know, I'm like, okay, he tall. But what's going to happen when Fobo grab him? Like, this fight is over with before it starts. So Fobo told his cousin, like, look, I want you to make sure you there. You know, you my cousin, so you should be there when this situation go in this direction. You know, in case something get funky, you need to be there, you know, to have my back. Because, you know, you a BD. I'm still want to shoot the fair one, but it should go in this fashion. You should be there. Nah, man, I ain't got nothing to do with that. You know what I'm saying? That's a BD folk thing, man. You should bring your foes with you. Don't bring me. I ain't got nothing to do with it. You know, he's like, no, I'm just saying, you make sure. He was like, I don't call it for them. Now, see, I don't gangbang. So I don't understand the fallout of the scenario. Anybody who listen to this that might gangbang, you might know the layouts of what's good and what's not good, or if you understand or don't understand. But this is how the situation went down. So he says, no, I don't want to go. I don't want no parts of it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going. I got my involvement in. I talked to the other BDs, but I ain't from they set and all this. So they talked and all this stuff. So his cousin wasn't going. So they went to go shoot the fair when he took a couple of foes that was with him over there, and then they were supposed to go shoot the fair one. So they go over there and they supposed to go one-on-one, do this fight, and there's a whole bunch of talking going on. But dude was like, look, well, what we gonna do? We gonna fight or what? We gonna shoot this fair one or what? So next thing you know, he was like, Man, I'm just gonna stab your trick ass. And pulled out a knife and tried to stab Phobo. Just like that. He was just sitting there. Nah, I'm just gonna stab your trick ass. And tried to stab Phobo. And he ended up cutting Phobo like on the head. And then all the other BDs had knives and chains, and they was ready to kick it off again with the foes. So next thing you know, it turns into a knife fight, brawl. Then next thing you know, there's a shooting. I don't know who got hit. Somebody got hit, but it wasn't Phobo, one dude, but it was a shooting. 2 of them got arrested and went to jail behind that. So 2 of the guys are gone for the shootout that happened and the violence and the attack. So 2 of them locked up in jail behind the incident. And they asked Phobo, did he want to press charges? So they was like, man, the ambulance came there. He had a cut on his hand, a cut and all that. And then right while the police is right there interviewing him, asking, bitch, dude. He tried to turn his phone off because his cousin just keep chirping in. So he go back to his cousin and he mad, like, dog, they was all armed. You know what I'm saying? Like, your peoples was armed. He like, dog, they're not my people. I'm a BD, but I ain't with them. You know, they ain't from my set. I don't know them dudes. Like that. You know what I'm saying? I went over there because I know somebody that know him. He's like, man, that was a setup. That was an ambush, man. They tried to, man, he almost stabbed me. Could have cut my eye out, man. You know what I'm saying? He's like, man, but you handled your business, man. You got up out of there. He's like, man, this is what I'm talking about. You's my cousin. You supposed to have my back, you know, in this situation. That's why I called you, Brick. So Brick like, man, I ain't got time for this nonsense, man. You know, you talking crazy right now. And then he was like, man, what's out here? You finna press charges. He's like, nah, I ain't finna press no charges. He said, man, they took his boys to jail talking about pressing charges. And they said they got a witness. Dog, don't tell me you out here snitching. He was like, dog, how you just told me you ain't got nothing to do with it, Brick, and you enrolled with them. But now you telling me they had already told you that somebody locked up and they got a witness and somebody snitching. How would you know that, Brick, if you ain't in contact with them? Is you in or is you out? You know, that's what he want to know. Is you in or you out, Brick? So why he telling Brick, like, look, man, you either in or you out. But all of a sudden, now you back in getting information talking about, why am I tricking? So I want to make sure you guys are following this before we even continue further. Because sometimes we get knocked off. And oh, thank you, Mr. Deli. So anyway, they locked up and they only kept them for like 48 hours because they ain't had really nothing to pin on them. They ain't had no witnesses or nothing. But Brick is up there asking information, so he's feeling a certain way. Phobo was like, man, I don't trust Brick. So he's like, I don't trust Brick, man, because he's like, how in the world he getting all this info after the fact? You know what I'm saying? After he keep telling me he don't deal with him, he don't deal with him, he don't deal with him. But the whole situation and the whole time, he knew what was up. So he went and told his girl, the one at the fitness center, he went to go pick her up, and he's telling her, like, yeah, these dudes tried to, you know, stab me in the eye. She was like, for real? Like, that's messed up. She was like, that is crazy. She's like, did you tell your cousin and all that? What did your cousin say? She's like, that's all right, because we going to have something at one of the other girls' house. She going to have everybody over there. So, you know, and what's the name? You know, that's their little nephew. So we gonna tell them about it and this and that. And so he was like, I ain't go. He's like, don't tell nobody I'm showing up. Tell them I'm not going. I'm just gonna pop up, but I don't want nobody to know I'm gonna be there. So she was like, oh, okay. So she was all in the clueless and whatever. So anyway, they don't think he coming. So Brick shows up. His cousin Brick just showed up there. And he talking with the BD, like, yeah, what's up? Shaking up, drinking, chilling. So Phobo show up and see his cousin there, cause he don't know where he think the cousin ain't coming. He showed up on his own with the girl, like, and he get out like, oh snap. So that's what it is. And dude was like, man, I want to talk to you, man. It wasn't even like that. He was like, my homeboy was supposed to shoot the fair one with you. You know, that wasn't me. That was on him. He just decided to do that. We violated him for that. That's what we telling your cousin right now. The BDs violated him for that. We took him out in the field. You know, we all gave him 5 minutes because, you know what I'm saying, you agreed to shoot the fair one. You make us look foul, so it ain't on us, man. You know what I'm saying? It's all good. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm telling your cousin Brick right here. So we and you, we never had no problems. It was you and dude. You know what I'm saying? We all BD, but you know what I'm saying? We riding because we BD. So, and you a folks. So that's just how it is. So they trying to run it down to him like that. And Phobo looking at Brick like, man, would you have even told me about tonight? Because he's like, why are you even here? Like, you weren't at none of the other events, but you at this one. Is it because you knew I wasn't coming? He was like, man, see, you get all paranoid, man. That's what I'm saying. That's why dudes be ready to rush you. Because you be getting all paranoid all the time, man. Didn't he just explain it to you? He ain't got no problems with you, man. But see, this is why people get a problem with you, man. You always speculating and all that, man. Ain't nobody crazy thinking about all that, man. Get out of my face. So his girl came over there, was like, nah, get away from your cousin. He was like, nah, man, I've been knowing this little dude since we've been growing up as shorties, man. I know him. Get away from me. No, you gonna talk to me, Brick? Like, what's up? Brick is like, oh, what's up? Boom! Shot Phobo in the stomach. His own cousin. Shot him in the stomach. Brick is, to this day, out, did some other stuff, and ended up going back in. So Brick's locked up to this day. Phobo, after that, you know, he lived. Phobo is still good. He nothing paralyzed. He just got shot in the stomach. He was in the hospital for about a week. He was back home. But this is what happened. Brick girlfriend, hold on, I gotta get through this maze we got here. I mean, Phobo, the fitness girl. Okay, there we go. Bad. I gotta pay the toll. Sorry about that. Not Brick girlfriend, but Phobo, the fitness girl. She started dating the 4CH, the dude that he had beef with. Cause they started going to the BD. She started dating the BD dude. They had broke up. Her and Phobo ended up breaking up, and she ended up dating like one of the BDs that was at the picnic. Now, how foul is that? That's crazy. That had nothing to do. They claimed that had nothing to do with the incident. That was years down the road. But she ended up hooking up with him. Like, how could you hook up with somebody that was throwing bottles at your car before? You know what I'm saying? Like, what was the history there? That's crazy. Somebody try to kill your man, you know, and then all of a sudden, you've been with Phobo all that time, he gets shot, you was there with him. Then years later, you switch up and end up kicking it with one of the BDs that was there giving him all the drama. I'm just saying, it's kind of fishy. About it is, when you see, like, Brick was always a schemer. You know what I'm saying? He was always, he's a BD, he was good people, but he's street. You know what I'm saying? He's got a hot temper. He's very, very street. You don't mess with Brick. You know what I'm saying? So Brick is very serious human being. So his cousin Fobo felt he could talk to him any old kind of way because they cousins, and you gotta know your family. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah. You gotta know what you can say, what you can't say, and what you bet not ever say. But even though he's locked up, like, they been patched things up. Like, they were cool, hugged up, everything. Fobo and Brick, he went and visit Brick in jail, everything. When Brick shot him, he didn't even press charges, and they took Brick in because the lady had called the cops. And it was aggravated assault with a firearm or something like that, or convicted felon with a firearm or something like that. But he ended up copping out to doing 3. So he did like 3 and came home like 2.5. You know, he took a plea deal, so it is what it is. But everything was all good, we thought. When that was done, it's like, it's all good. But I'm shocked. Could you go there and patch up with somebody that shot you? Could you go ahead and patch things up with somebody that shot you? That has got to be the toughest scenario in the world. That would take some immense love right there to patch something up with somebody that just tried to blow my head off. That's some deep forgiveness. And that's what this whole thing is about. Forgiveness. Because he forgave his cousin for shooting him. And they just as tight as ever. I wanted to give you guys the full gist of the story, so you guys will know it. Yeah, I mean, it's a powerful thing, man. They got together, they went to see him and everything, you know. It's just very shocking to me. They're much bigger men than me. I just don't think I could be cool or be around somebody that tried to kill me. It's just like, dude, you tried to kill me. How in the world we cool like that? I mean, one dude, remember the dude I told y'all the story? He had told people, like, he was gonna kill me. My man had 2 9s. He telling people at the end of the night, he finna kill me and shoot me. At the end of the night. And we were all at an event. He's in the bathroom telling his crew, and didn't realize that 2 of the members of his crew are my cousin. And they were like, whoa, who y'all talking about? No, man, that's our cousin. He was, oh, I didn't know that was y'all cousin. Yeah, that's our cousin, man. Oh, no, y'all got to squash that. See, then it was like, no, we all good. No, we ain't got to have no conversation. Because he was doing it out of mere hate. And once he found out he was wrong, that's when they was like, no, we finna call our cousin in here. We finna squash this. Like, whatever y'all got, it's finna be over with. Like, what's your problem with him? He knew he ain't had no problem. He was just hating. He wanted, no, we good. We ain't got to go through all that. They was like, nah, forget that. Go get cuz. And they went and grabbed me and brought me in. I'm like, word? We got a problem? I didn't even know it was a situation at all, because it wasn't none. And he knew it wasn't none. He was just like, look, it's a situation right now because I'm jealous. You from out of town, these girls are liking you, I'm jealous. But he couldn't say that. He just thought he could talk snap. And, you know, and God was just on my side that night because he would have definitely blew my head off. Oh, for jealousy, for no reason. Just pure jealousy. And that's why I say, man, sometimes you just got to learn to be the bigger person.